Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Van Life with Daniel. Today I am waking up in a random strip mall parking lot here, right on the border of LA and San Bernardino counties. So my only real plan for today is to hike the tallest mountain in LA County. Decided to do it because I just ended up pretty close to it after dropping off my girlfriend at the airport. So it's like a 30-minute drive from where I'm at right now. Gonna make up some breakfast and then hit the trail because it's a long one. Should take me a total of 6-ish hours out and back. We'll see. Alright, well, we made it to the trailhead here. We are at a serious angle. You'll see when I throw the eggs in. And I gotta keep this thing tied up, otherwise it'll just fly out. Look at that, just completely fell over to that side. And then I'm starting to get ready all my things here to pack in my backpack. I am an overpacker. And I've also got myself some trekking poles, which I've been talking about getting for the longest time and finally caved and did it. Got some just cheap ones because I don't think they're like entirely necessary, but hoping they'll be helpful on the descent or just overall, honestly, for balance and stability and to protect these knees. I'm already getting kind of a late start to the day. I should still have plenty of time to do the hike, but I'll probably be back around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I'm just gonna finish up breakfast here, pack my stuff, and hit the trail. Alrighty, so I think this is just about everything I need, and my backpack, which already has water in it. This is the stash of unnecessary stuff that I don't need. I got a ton of food and then a bunch of cameras, hiking poles, tripod, book. And it's supposed to be a pretty nice day today, but I'm sure it's going to be a little bit chilly up top. So I'll bring a light jacket with me. It's already a little bit breezy down here. And I think it's like 54 degrees, but the high is supposed to be 75, so. And I've got choice between Korean-inspired beef and beef stroganoff with noodles. I think we're doing Korean beef. And I also can't forget my ID. The only reason I bring my ID is, just in case I like die or something, so they can identify my body. I have got a very full backpack here. Alright, well, we're finally heading out. It is 11:20 right now. Like I said, I really got up here late. Just up that road over there, there's a small ski resort called Mount Baldy Ski Resort that I've never been to before, and I really would like to go at some point, maybe next winter. So here's a little map of where we're at right now. As you can see, we are here, and we are headed up to Mount San Antonio, which is also nicknamed Mount Baldy. All right, so the first stop of the hike here, we've got San Antonio Falls, I believe they're called. All right, well, taking a quick breather here because I just finished the first mile of the trail, which means I got about 4 more to go. We've gained about 700 feet of elevation so far. The start of the trailhead is somewhere around 6,000 feet in elevation, and the peak is 10,062, give or take. I have no cell signal, so I have no information. Just going off the dome for right now. Alright, well, I've raw dogged the first 2 miles of this hike. No music, no hiking poles, but I'm thinking I should probably break those out, otherwise, why did I buy them? And I've got my iPod with me that I usually like to take on hikes. I'm gonna listen to some music the rest of the way. So we're halfway there, but we've, I think, only done about 1,800 feet in elevation, which means that the last 2 miles are probably going to be a little more strenuous. And I'm going to do a quick snack. I got some Chomps beef sticks. They're kind of dry, not going to lie. Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost the trail here. Well, I definitely got way off trail somehow. So I've just been hiking scree this entire time, trying to like make it around here over to the trail because I can see it. It's over there. I don't know what happened. But this is probably definitely adding some time onto my hike. I finally found a suitable place to sit for a second on this old log here. But the views are very gorgeous from up here. There's a ski hut over there, which you can't see. It's just right around the corner, kind of right around the corner. And that's where the trail's supposed to lead to, so I know I definitely got far off trail. Very peaceful up here. And it's a perfect day for doing this. I wish I had gotten up earlier, but I think I'm still making good time. It's like 1:40 right now, so it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I gotta hurry up, actually. There's the ski hut right there. You can see the roof from here, and I'm at a higher elevation. I'm trying to head in that direction, but it's been getting more difficult to get there. Finally made it to the ski hut. It's like 2:30 right now. I need a snack. I got a lot of food with me. Just a disclaimer, do not do what I did and go off trail and continue off trail. I probably should have backtracked when I realized it, but the trail's not marked very well, which I did kind of already know, but I forgot to get pictures, and I've got no cell signal even down at the base. Smashed peanut butter and jelly. Now I'll put some bananas in it. My bananas will not stay in. Hey, squirrel. I can't take too long here because I've already wasted enough time going off trail, and it's also getting a little chilly with this wind, so I want to keep moving so I can warm up a bit. I just need to figure out, again, which direction I'm supposed to be going. Could be this way, could be this way, because there is a trail that goes off over there, but the peak is up there. And San Antonio Falls comes from that direction, so I might just follow the falls up there, even if it's not a trail. But I do know that the ridge up there is a trail, and I'm probably going to take it back down because it should be easier to follow. And even though it is a little bit longer of a trail, I think it should be less strenuous and easier to follow. I think I said that already. Seems I've taken the route that goes directly straight up the mountain. There's no way that this was a trail. I might as well have just gone straight up the bowl over there to the peak. And I gotta say, I'm very thankful I have these poles. My cheap Walmart $30 poles are really saving my ass right now. I would not be able to climb up any of this stuff if I didn't have these, so I am very happy that I bought them. Well, I finally made it back to the actual trail. I had to log in and just stop filming because I honestly think that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done physically. Definitely pushed the boundaries of what I'm capable of, but we made it, and we've got an absolutely gorgeous view from up here. And I will not be going off trail again. I also think I see the peak up there, the peak marker. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's that little pole right there. I also had to put a jacket on once I got up here to the ridge because it got really windy and started getting a little chilly. Whew. All right, well, I'm at the marker. Hopefully you can hear me. This is not the peak. It's Devil's Backbone Trail Baldy Notch ski area. I think down this way. Oh, that wind died off quick. But if you guys can read that, that's what it is. Well, we have officially made it to San Antonio Peak, Mount Baldy. Hey, I was pretty close. Elevation 10,064. It only took us 6 hours because it's almost 5:20 right now, which is crazy. All right, I got this windbreak here, hopefully, that I should be able to cook in, because otherwise it'd be way too windy to do it up at the top. Got some buddies over here that they said they've been hiking since 7:20 this morning, which is wild. But we got views of the rest of the Angeles Forest out that way. I am pretty beat. It's time for some snacks. Got some trail mix, Great Value trail mix. And I was really hoping that I would have time to read my book up here. I brought it with me, but that's not going to happen. Now, if I had not gone off trail, I probably would have gotten up here a lot sooner. And I also have to take into account the fact that I stopped not that many times to rest, but stopped a lot to set up my camera and get those shots for the video. And that always takes forever because I gotta set it up and then walk back, set it up and then walk back. So if I weren't filming or if I didn't care about getting those shots, I definitely could have made it up faster and than if I had stayed on trail. I definitely do not recommend going off trail. You're not supposed to. And it was an accident, but I was stubborn and I didn't want to turn around because I figured it'd be harder to go down than to just keep going up. But it's funny because Strava is telling me we gained 4,420 feet of elevation and only hiked 3.63 miles. So I cut down on some distance, but I added on like 3 hours to my hike. This is by far the longest hike time-wise that I've ever done. And I just realized when I was talking to that guy, one of those guys, there's 3 of them, that I don't have a lighter because he asked me if I had a lighter because I told him I was going to cook up here. And I don't. So luckily he said I could borrow it from him. I'm going to get this going right now because I need to eat and then start my descent. What does this guy say? 325 milliliters, 11 ounces. We need to boil. So I'm going to carefully dump some water in there. Okay, that's more than enough. All right. I'm gonna ask him and see if I can use that lighter. Well, look at this little thing. This is what we're using. That is pretty cool. Let's try to get this thing as level as possible. Oh, God. Okay. I just have the best of luck. All right. This thing is not that stable. Let's pick up the water before we start moving my stove around. Okay, honestly, that's good enough. It's not level, but it is stable. Okay, there we go. Probably can't see it, but should be able to hear it. It's going. It is pretty crazy what technology can do nowadays. I'm trying to connect my iPhone via satellite so I can text, and it's been working actually, which is pretty impressive. I've never had to use this feature before. It's pretty cool. All right, well, I decided to start hiking down a little bit because it's just too windy and cold up top. My hands are freezing. I'm just gonna slurp this down because I don't have a utensil, so it's just going to be Korean beef soup. And it honestly doesn't look that bad. I don't know if you guys can see that. Cheers. Maybe I should have found somewhere that was more level. I'm like falling backwards. Hopefully it's not too hot. No, perfect temperature. This one's not that bad. I've never had this one before. I believe I've had the beef stroganoff, so I wanted to have the new one on my hike today. It's a pretty solid handle. This tree's all gnarly. It's really cool looking. Like totally twisted, the entire thing. I wonder how that happens. Alright, well, I was able to actually partially download the map so I can actually tell I'm going in the right direction. And I wish it weren't so, I don't know if it's smog or what, but you can't really see the city down below very well. I'll try to show it to you guys, but you can kind of see all the warehouses, massive warehouses all over the Inland Empire. I think that's Ontario down there. It's crazy. They kind of look like computer chips, like on a motherboard or something. But it's so quiet up here compared to down there in the city. And LA is off that way, of course. Way too far to see anything and way too smoggy. But the sun is going to start setting soon, kind of. Still got at least an hour 20. Should set somewhere around 7:30, and we'll have a little bit of light left after that, but that means no more scenic shots because I don't have time for that because we're in a race against the sun. So it's just going to be POV and handheld stuff like this. But this already feels so much better. One, now that I know that I'm on the right trail. Two, because it's not steep at all compared to what I was doing. And three, because I have my hiking poles to take some of the pressure off my knees while I'm hiking down. Look, they actually have markers. This would have been helpful earlier. More gnarly trees. Look at these guys. So cool. So that's the ski resort right down there. I think that's like the kind of main lodge. You can kind of tell. I think that's a ski lift. Maybe? I don't know. Either way, I know that's the ski resort down there because there's nothing else out there. I do want to visit that someday. Although I have checked, I mean, they do have like all types of terrain, but it is an expert terrain heavy resort for sure. Especially the entire bottom is all like double blacks and blacks. And then they've got, I think over on the left side, all blues, kind of in the center some greens, and then on the right side, kind of a mixture. But I think it'd be really cool to come out here and enjoy a Southern California ski resort when they get some snow again. That is where I was climbing up earlier. One of the hardest things I've ever done, honestly, and it was not fun. Stream crossing. So I just passed a couple, I guess, and they had a dog right after I passed the ski hut. I wonder if they're going to stay up there because you can rent it out and sleep there overnight, or I wonder if they may be going up higher and then are just gonna kind of wild camp. They did have all their stuff with them, sleeping pads and all that. Reminds me I need to get more gear so I can actually camp in the mountains when I hike. I can do longer hikes. Another stream crossing. Oh, slippery rock. Getting some nice colors over the mountains. I swear I thought that was somebody's leg for a second. Don't tell me you wouldn't have been fooled. So I've been walking around trying to figure out where it was I got lost, and it is right here. Because I remember this gap, and I ended up, for whatever reason, climbing way higher. But I was supposed to just walk across this thing. You can see the trail there. And then the trail continues that way. Yeah, so I remember coming up from this way, and then I wanted to go that way because it kind of does look like a trail, and I went over there, but it just, I don't know, I just couldn't tell. And so I thought this was a trail right here, and I ended up going up there, far, cutting across, and the rest is history. Okay, so you guys probably can't see me, but give me a second. I know it looks really dark, but I can still see. Well, I probably couldn't make it back down to the van. That would be kind of stupid. So, getting out the headlamp so I can make it back down to the van. I think I only have like a mile left. I'm pretty much almost done, so I'm just kind of jogging it. Oh, and you know what it would be the perfect time for right now is a what is Daniel listening to on his iPod today. Been using my iPod for most of the hike, and I really like it because unlike Spotify, it actually knows how to shuffle. So right now we are currently listening to Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer.
So kiss me.
Okay, that red light was not doing nearly enough. So, switched it to the regular. And this is the low setting too, which is pretty impressive, honestly. there's the van. She's still here. Let's hope the windows are still intact. Whew. Well, looks like nobody broke in. Thank God. I can't open the sliding door because I think that I put my amp there, so somebody couldn't open that door. I don't 100% remember though. It's been a long day. But what I am looking forward to right now is I bought some sodas yesterday at Walmart. Yes, I did put the amp there. I would like a cold soda pop. Yes. Which one do we want? I think we're gonna go for the apple flavor. Why was that so hard? Oh, that was good. Well, it is 8:30 right now, so I got back to the van a little over 9 hours after I left, which is crazy. I don't know where the time went. Between breaks and stopping to set up the camera and then hike back and then pick up the camera, and just filming in general always takes a long time. We did almost 8 miles, 4,800 feet of elevation gain, and it says 6.5 hours. 6 hours, 23 minutes, but I was pausing it when I would stop to film things and take breaks, so that's like my actual hiking time. So I suppose it was pretty accurate. Could have done it in like 6 hours if I didn't stop so much. But I'm gonna head out now and snack on all the snacks that I didn't finish, which were quite a few. Have an apple. An absolutely smashed Cliff Bar. You can't see that, but it is mangled. Those are the best. But before we start eating, hand sanitizer, which I suppose I should have used before I touched the apple. Ooh. I love the smell of it, but it's strong. I also just realized, or remembered, that I have a few cuts on my hand. I guess I didn't really need to put it on the back. Squeaky clean. I think I'm gonna head to my brother's, which is gonna be a little bit of a drive. I'm not sure which way the map's gonna take me because I still have no cell signal. My brother's house now, and I've already gotten a shower. I kind of forgot to do the outro. So once again, thank you so much for watching this episode of Van Life with Daniel, and I will catch you guys in the next one.